What's good? What's good? So this is my own original thought. If you hear anyone else say it, it came from me. What's the difference between communism and fascism? It's quite simple. One uses sunshine and rainbows, and the other uses nationalism to create a state-driven hell. And so I often will interchangeably use these words: fascist, authoritarian, tyrannical, communistic. It's nebulous in trying to define at a granular level what we're living through. Nebulous and pointless. Or rather, the futility lies in the fact that it is so vague and so ambiguous, and there's so much information that is concealed. It's impossible to find the right name, and that is unfortunately something that drives a wedge between people. There is an expression, a meme going around saying, why did the socialists have to create a culture war? Because capitalism succeeded so well in raising the standard of living for so many that they had to find a new common enemy, common oppressor narrative to drive their ideology. Which is really unfortunate, because while we have had some tremendous gains in technology and modernity has provided us with a lot of cool shit, along the way, crony capitalism crept in, and to me, there is no difference between crony capitalism and fascism. It's the same thing. It's feudalism 2.0, oligarchy 2.0. We have this small ruling class of elite people who think they know what's best for you. And they're wrong, because you don't even know what's best for you, probably. And I say that not in a critical or antagonistic manner, but in a coming from a perspective where I feel like so many people lack agency. And I think that's intentional. I talk often about the Matrix and how we're being manipulated to perpetuate the paradigm. I believe informed and empowered people would not continue to play the game. And that is why they need to brainwash us. And this has been happening for literally thousands of years. The control of humankind has been happening for thousands of years. In this cycle, in this iteration of this cycle, we're being given the opportunity to awaken and to collectively upgrade, to evolve our collective consciousness. And the key is to not fight or to not get lost in the culture wars. And I know that's hard because they trigger us all. There is a topic that will trigger us all. And even the concept of the class war, to an extent, still creates a divide. But we do need to attempt to assess the evil that is controlling and manipulating and oppressing us. And there are forces, inorganic ones, institutions and agencies and non-governmental organizations that are all controlled by evil people who serve essentially the bankers. bankers have learned how to construct a society where we'll play in their game. I don't know enough about how a resource-based economy functions, but I want to learn more because I'm curious about how capitalism can work in conjunction with a resource-based economy. I love the idea of bartering. Oh my gosh. Because I have skills, like my massage skills. I would love to barter that with other people because so few people actually have money anymore. And that's the fucking point. That's the fucking point. They create this fake money that they then pretend to distribute and then use as the carrot to motivate and incentivize us to play this sick game. And that's one way that we can move away from it, is to move away from the cash money and the digital dollars that the American government is going to create. There's going to be a central bank digital currency coming down. If you can, don't use it. I'm driving, forgive me. The culture war that is covering up the class war, that is covering up the fascism, the authoritarianism, the tyranny, whatever you want to call it, that is fucking with your life and my life. These people don't know better than you. You should be given the information and resources to make the best decision for your life. That's the beauty of the pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That it encompasses the concept of self-actualization. Do you think you're going to be self-actualized in a communist country? Do you even understand what that would look like? And then if you don't think that we have to worry about communism, wake up! Wake up! Let's not use communism. Let's use neoliberalism or the New World Order. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's use the New World Order as the word that we use to encompass the evil and the tyranny that is taking over the planet. Literally, it is a globalist agenda. You can Google Agenda 2030, Agenda 2050. This shit is for real. So how do we move past the stupid fucking fighting over words? Do you know why people don't give a shit about your goddamn pronouns? Because they can't pay their bills! And you're trying to force this social justice shit on them? You're retarded! And I mean that in a way where your brain has been mentally regressed as a result of propaganda and social engineering. You are literally retarded. Your brain is not functioning as well as it could and should. That's why people don't care about all of this LGBTQ plus bullshit. Because one, they see that it is a Trojan horse, and two, they're trying to pay their bills. If you have the fucking privilege of not worrying about paying your bills, you are in the minority, and that is the biggest privilege of all in our time. It's so funny because the tide is shifting in the culture war now where like liberal white women are kind of the new enemy. It used to be straight white men, but now it's liberal white women because they are like the peak of privilege. All the opportunities given to educated liberal white women. No door is unopened for them now. Which, yes, that should be the goal of our society is to create a society that opens as many doors for as many people as possible. However, you need to earn your right to walk through that door. That is the concept of meritocracy. And we're seeing what happens when we allow tokenism to take over. If you do not deserve to walk through that door should not be open for you. Find a different door. Find a door that matches your skills. There is a door. Now, constructing a society where these doors lead to dignified wages, that's a whole different conversation. Actually, it's not. It's entirely connected to this fascist New World Order takeover. So if you're ready to come to the table to have a conversation about fighting collectivism, about ushering in a beautiful new earth that truly cares about everyone, let's do it. Let's do this shit. Let's build the new earth. Much love, y'all.